And along with Grant.
Shit, my time.
Hill and Dorisburg. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. You look at Charlotte.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Now here's Halliburton. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Charlotte. To the inside. Embiid misses. Takes the three. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Wall. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Outside White. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Stolen by Wall. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's Embiid. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Ball gets the bucket. Ball's got his second bucket on the night.
They're really working the paint now.
Antetokounmpo up top. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Outside for Halliburton. Looking to win the run. Joel Embiid with the board. An 8-point differential. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And Embiid throws it down.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Okoro outside. Pass to Halliburton. Now Gasol.
Thank you, bro.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Now here's Wall. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Outside for Halliburton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Okoro outside. 4 on the clock. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Embiid from outside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Embiid. Give him 8 points now. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
Now Embiid. 10 points for him. Pass to Wall. That one goes in. Wall's got 6 points.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Embiid. Lots of room. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 12.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Bulls leading by 13. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. Embiid. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Chicago shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Pass to Gasol. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Back to Barnes. .30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And here's Embiid. Ball for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Bulls. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here's Vincent. Here's Jordan. Pass to Vincent. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Simons. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Bulls lead by 19. Now here's Simons. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The kick to Olynyk. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Bulls leading by 19. On the wing, Green. No made baskets yet. And it's hammered home by Green.
And this guy can just fly. Green lifts off and slams it down.
And here's Simons outside. Buries it from 3. Simons has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Left side, Green. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Back to Vincent. And the layup is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And it's Simons with the ball for Charlotte. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Here's Simons. Bay right side. Simons outside. From behind the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Outside, Green. Poke loose. Pass to Jordan. Back to Green. And he comes up with a bucket. Green's got 6 here in the quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Jordan inside. And it's the Hornets on the break. Pass to Gafford. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Right side, Green. Vincent outside. 6 to shoot. Williams with the screen. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And that one's good.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And so they foul intentionally. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Some changes for Charlotte. Bulls leading by 22. High post, Green. Williams up top. Out to the wing. Jordan the screen. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Gasol. Some solid defense from Jordan.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Green. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie, just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Jordan, the screen. Back to Williams. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Vincent. Gasol grabs the board.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Charlotte again missing. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Outside wall. Out left to the wing. Embiid misses. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Charlotte. Antetokounmpo is doubled. To the middle. For three. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Embiid from outside. Gasol grabs the board. Antetokounmpo with it. Give him 8. Pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Barnes. Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
First personal foul.
Outside wall. Down low. Now the Hornets moving it up. And here they go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Outside Barnes. Outside White. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Wall. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And here's Charlotte now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses. Woo! When you Just like that. You deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Outside for Halliburton. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
Outside White. Back to Barnes. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Outside Barnes. Up top Avdia. The three is up. They get it back. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Barnes. Outside Wall. Let's go with a three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Halliburton. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Ball with it. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Embiid. Here's Avdia. Back to Embiid. No luck on that one. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Now Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
And here's White. To stop the drought. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. You saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Off the outside. Outside Wall. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Wall's got 14.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to Olynyk. Simons, right side. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Bulls.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Simons. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Oh, man, what a dominant move down there. I bet ticket holders could feel that slam up in the cheap seats.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. And the Hornets with possession here. 51 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Gafford. 5 to shoot. Outside heel. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Chicago ball.
Vincent outside. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark. A difficult situation for Charlotte. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Simons missing. Outside, Williams. Vincent outside. Back to Williams. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Now here's Heel. And Green comes to help. Simons outside. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Right side, Green. Pass to Williams. Vincent with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
Here's Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Hornets trail by 21. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Simons. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vincent. And Gafford with the block.
Well, the length and the vertical, boy, Daniel Gafford could be a force defensively.
Simons outside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. Gafford grabs the miss.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
And an intentional foul right there. Chicago making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Simons outside. They set the pick. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And Simons is such a skilled two-guard. Fantastic at keeping his balance through contact.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Ball with it. Outside Barnes. Abdia outside. This one for three. Here's Embiid. Second chance effort. And Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-1 run. On the wing, Simons. Abdia pulls it in. Chicago leading by 14. Here's Embiid. Pass to Barnes. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Some changes for Charlotte. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Okoro outside. From deep three-point land. Abdia pulls it in.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Embiid. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Embiid. Antetokounmpo covering.
I don't know if he's just forcing things, but after one miscue in the first half, he's been a mistake waiting to happen since.
Now Halliburton. Pass to Gasol. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Outside wall. It's Abdia on the wing. Barnes with it. Embiid inside. Over on Antetokounmpo. Embiid can't hit.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And the soft touch on the floater. Giannis just making a challenging shot look effortless.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Gasol. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Antetokounmpo inside. Giannis throws it down.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Pass to Embiid. Abdia outside. The three. And Embiid gets a three. Embiid's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Bulls.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And as it was happening, As it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Embiid. White for three. Another three for Chicago.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And here's Embiid. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Yeah.